At this point, I don't even know who I'm looking at. Besides the editor, sir, you're still on high alert, as always. Brought to you by Medieval Times. Don't ask me why I have this cup of a curved horn, so to say. I deadass bought this stuff for like 50 bucks. Total ripoff, by the way. But they gave you free alcoholic refills, so you best believe your boy was hammered watching some Medieval Times. Not a bad gig. However, what does that have to do with the video? I have no idea. Much love to you. Before we continue today's WoW video, check out the link below. Rested XP, your guide through all of Azeroth and any conquest and journey you may need to acquire faster and quicker. Support the boy, support the channel. Much love to you. If anything, just like and subscribe. That's all I really care about anyways. Much love. Appreciate you. However, though, guys, today is the day before the day. It's like what happened when I made my older videos, like the night before Phase 3. I remember when I was in, I believe it was in the Arathi Highlands by a tree stump, and I was sucking on a lollipop. Settle down, not that type of video, though. Much love to you. But yeah, basically, it's the day, guys. Tomorrow's Phase 4, and you best believe we're going to be streaming on twitch.tv, hello JTello, for 5 days. We might go longer. It's going to be a whole marathon, so I hope to catch you there. It's going to be a hell of a stream. We're not turning the stream off. I'll see you there. Yes, so for the, we got more notes to go over. Once again, who would have known we had more notes in general? I thought we were done! But, yes, there's a lot of notes. Blackrock Eruption event, raid release schedule, and reputation upgrades. So, basically, it seems like for Phase 4, players will be able to level up 60 for the first time, will gain access to new dungeons, quest zones, content, variety, fun features, which, you know, it's going to be pretty cool seeing all the new stuff. So Phase 4 begins, level caps raised to 60. On the 18th, the Tainted Scar and Stormcliff's raid instances become available, and then on the 25th, Anixia's Lair and Molten Core raid instances become available. So we're going to have the world bosses first, and then we're going to have the raids open up for everybody to do. Now, in general, all the cosmetic trinkets, such as, like, you know, the Atalarian's Enchanted Boulder, that's a word I'm going to stutter on, they're going to rip me in the comments, and the Bargain Bush are no longer trinkets, and may now be placed in the keyring for storage. I thought it was weird that they put it in the keyring in general. It could have been just a special back slot in the bank, maybe, but whatever. The keyring for toys now. Now when you obtain one of these items, it will go directly to the keyring automatically. Please be sure to check the first if you feel you misplaced or lost an item. From the notes, inventory space in SOD is at premium, but due to the fact that Classic Client does not yet have full collections interface that Kata Classic has, we enable these items to function as toys and be stored in the keyring as a stopgap solution so that players don't feel like they have to choose between fun toy items and backspace. This is not a permanent solution, so it seems like they might even fix or work on this as well. Ziri, Little Sprocket, and Nomergon now is the option to allow players who owns the 60% version of the fluorescent green Mechnostrider to obtain the 100% version for an exchange of 800 gold plus for that mount item. Also, Myzin in Stranglethorn Vale has a few updates to his wares. He will offer players the option to upgrade their Golden Sabercat and Molted Blood Wrapper to a 100% version of this mount for 800 gold plus from the original item. Now I'm going to actually go chase that item now, because I never once did, because I was like, what's the point of it? It's not going to be 100% ride speed. Now it is, so now it's giving me a reason to go chase that. Bloodstain Combination Honor tokens are now purchasable for 25 copper Slaughter Coins, and Slaughter Coins are the new Blood Moon currency for player kills above level 58. So they're going to have the 3 levels of currency. I'm assuming that you can downgrade to, like the newest one that we're about to get, the old one, if you have to get anything. But I heard they were totally getting rid of that one, so I'm not too sure how they're going to go about it. I'm assuming they're just maybe keep the older coins, and then you could just, like, swap in between getting old items if you need to. But I think at the end of the day, they're going to probably have like 3 stages of coins that you could still get as you level up your character in SOD. And like, you're just going to have to transfer to different coins if you want to get access to higher premium level stuff. So I'm assuming it's going to be like all the coins you could still access. So it is what it is. The Alliance had gained access to version of Warchief's Blessing. Yep, the Might of Stormwind, the new buff that's gaining, basically gained for turning in a new quest at the end of the Dark Horde and Stormwind as mutually exclusive with Warchief's Blessing. So, for rune engraving and discoveries, players now earn additional runes from the cloak slot, as well as special weapon skill and spell school specialization runes for the ring slots, and these runes are hidden in various places across all of Azeroth, waiting to be discovered. Good luck and happy hunting. A number of former runes and abilities have been converted to baseline abilities and now learned via spellbooks, and these and other season discovery spellbooks are available with the purchase from Milton Chef and Stormwind Keep Library, and for the Stormwind players, or Alliance players, and for Zor Lone Tree at Grimage Hold, and the Valley of Wisdom for basically the Horde players in Orgrimmar.
Priest can now also discover a method to unlock the ability for utilize second Priest-specific racial abilities such as Fear Ward, Devouring Plate, and Star Shards. From the notes, we're going to be keeping the nature of this discovery as a secret for now, but there are elements of this process that involve a one-time server-wide unlock. May the power of light or shadow guide your way. 4 raids and dungeons. Starting on the 18th, we get the 2 world boss instances that are going to become available. You may find the portals in Tainted Scar in the Blasted Lands and the Stormcliffs in Najara. These encounters are designed to be completed with 20 players, but the instance themselves allows up to 40 players to be present, and the difficulty and number of loot drops does not scale according to the number of players in the instance. However, these 2 raids reset twice per week. And then at the following, the 25th, we will get a Nixia Lair, and we will also be getting Molten Core, as we already addressed that earlier. And then also MC will still have, that one new boss, which we're not aware of. We're going to have to discover that for ourselves. But let's go down to go more of the other information as well. Bosses in Sunken Temple raid now provide a sizable amount of experience points when killed, so it's really important to get that Sunken Temple in. I think, honestly, guys, what I would recommend is that this is how I'm handling it. So I'm doing my pre-quest, I'm basically handing in my 20 pre-quests that I got done, and I just started doing it because I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll do it. I was gonna wait and just take it chill, but I was like, you know what, I'll just bang out some pre-quests. I might as well start playing the game now, maybe doing a little, Arathi Basin, which we were getting our ass busted in last night, by the way. We only won a couple games as the Alliance, but go figure, right? But overall, though, yeah, I was like, I might as well do a couple quests, and I'm doing my quest logs, which I recommend you guys to do, is, fill out your quest logs, have an ideal path you want to travel, and then I would also recommend, after you hand in all your quests, do your daily Nightmare Incursion, and then do Sunken Temple. That's the route I'm taking. You can go either way you want. You could do it vice versa, or any way you feel like going about your XP. That's just the route I'm taking, and that's how I'm going to be leveling up. But I'm not really trying to speed run it at the end of the day. I'm just trying to enjoy the game. I'm excited to get to 60 in general, just to get access to the 10 points. I think we all are, right? So that's basically it for that. But besides that, yeah, most of the new dungeon bosses and creatures over level 55 will drop a currency called the Tarnished Undermine Reel now, which may be exchanged to a certain vendor in Booty Bay for exciting rewards. Also in MC, I know I skipped a little bit of ahead, but the dungeon drops have been revamped for SOD, so there's going to be a lot of new items that's going to be going on within Molten Core. We already talked about that the other day, so you guys are already aware of what's going to be happening. And obviously the new max level dungeon. Players now need to explore Azeroth, though. This is a key thing I want to highlight here in particular. Players will need to explore Azeroth to discover how to attune and access this new dungeon. So it seems like the new dungeon you have to go through has to be an attunement required thing, just like some of these raids. So that's going to be very interesting. I'm curious about the quest line. That's something that I didn't really see through much of the data mines, what quest line or how we go about it. So that's kind of kept under wraps, which I like that part, because that's the actual discovery part, season of discovery. Go figure. That would have been the thing in the game the whole time. Who would have known, Tello? But yeah, that's basically it. A lot of new items revamped. They've updated a lot of stuff of their items. Like, they've actually went pretty damn hard with adding new items, but also revamping a lot of items for different stat properties, rerolls, etc. So there's a lot of new stuff to look forward to. As from an original classic era player or vanilla player, you'll probably be like, huh, I never expected them to change this property or change that upgrade. But overall, though, it's going to be exciting to go through it. I'm really happy to have my boys and friends and whoever I get to play with to go through it, right? For the World event, now we obviously know we're going to be doing the Black Rock Mountain. The one thing I'm curious about Black Rock Mountain, though, is that how good is it going to be in terms of also XP alone? That's something that I'm always curious about, because you guys got to remember, when Nightmare Incursions came out, obviously we know how crazy that XP was, right? Like, most of us were like, what, the level cap within a day, or like it took us like 2-3 days max for some of us that were just like going hard of it, right? And at the end of the day, Nightmare Incursions was a great way to make gold. Be your eye, or keep your eye out. I'm trying to get the word in editor. I can't speak correctly sometimes. Don't make fun of me, sir. Keep your eye out for if this thing is popping in the LFG chat or any general chat, and watch your eye on chat when this event is happening to see if there's any really good XP from this. No matter what Blizzard says or what's going on, there's a bug that's always going to occur when something new is in the game. And keep your eye out on that just in case, just so you don't miss out on it. I'm just looking out for you, Brodies. Much love to you, all right? All boys and girls in chat, much love to you. However, just keeping an eye out for y'all. And that's basically it. I mean, Nightmare Incursions, they've just been adjusted. So now you can do it, like, whether you can do it solo or you could do it in a group. They've lowered down, like, how hard it is to, like, get through Nightmare Incursions for the monsters within there. Overall, though, it's going to be daily, so you don't need to do it every single day now, type of thing. So I'm just going over I'm just skimming through some of this stuff because it's like, this is stuff we already kind of know. You know, I've went over this in many of my videos already. You guys know this stuff. They're just putting out an updated list for you guys so everybody can read it out. And then obviously at the end for the reputations, we have the Argidal and Timber Mall Hold Faction Quartermaster vendors are now available to players to exchange the base version of crafted reputation items that they previously offered, along with some other thematically appropriate materials for high quality epic version of those same items. The new upgrade items may be purchased at Honored with Argent Dawn and Friendly with the Timber Mall Hold respectively. These items are buy on pickup and are required in the skill profession correlating with the item themselves to be worn. So from the notes themselves, these new epic upgrade items are in many cases pre-raid best in slot or outright best in slot for Phase 4. For one or more classes or roles. Our intent here is to take crafted recipes that were lackluster before and give players a reason to craft and trade them so they may be upgraded. We also want to give players with blacksmithing, tailoring, and leatherworking a selection of very good items to work towards that are likely to maintain their value for a decent time frame. And finally, additional rewards have been added for earning different levels of Hydraxian Warlord reputation. Duke Hydraxis in a jar will make his selection of goods are available when players reach honor better with the Hydraxian Warlords. Now, the one thing I'll say about this is that I do hope for my other professions, because I know they are focusing on blacksmithing, tailoring, and leatherworking. I do hope for other, I said leatherworking hella fast there. I just caught myself. I'm about to get shot in Minecraft. Settle down. But I do hope that the other professions as well, such as like, enchanting, engineering, etc., like any other ones I didn't mention, forgive me. But other professions get some really good love and see some cool upgraded things on their end, because I'm sure there's a lot of cool, maybe even alchemy as well, Alchemy got some really good love last phase, but I'm looking forward to see some cool stuff. As an engineer, I love doing engineering because I just love it in PvP, so I would be curious to see what they change for stuff in PvE and PvP for engineering specifically. That's something that I'm keeping my eye on for. But besides that, oh yeah, we can go over this, but I'm not going to go over the whole thing, so I'll just link this thing below for you, because this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, they changed a lot of stuff, and I was kind of skimming through it, like, last night, because I didn't have an opportunity to make a video. I was doing stuff in WoW. But there is a lot of items here. So there's 12 new items, but overall, 503, alright? That's a lot of damn items, okay? So I will link this below, because much credit to the people over there at Wowhead putting this out. I'm going to give credit where it's due. Obviously, I use them as a source. But check it out for yourself if you guys want to go through individually of any items you want to check out. I will leave that down below for everybody to check out, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of new stuff that they have worked on. For the previous speak English tello, phase skill books will be purchasable from vendors in Season Discovery Phase 4. Now, this is something that I thought was a W change. I immediately went to Twitter, I saw what Agron said, I responded, I'm like, yo, good change, because one of the biggest problems is that if you're a new player coming through Season of Discovery, you have to literally run around everywhere and get every single book for the first time, right? And that's fine if you're a new player. But if you're a regular player who's been playing on a main character, and let's say you want to level a couple different alts just to try, different classes out, try different specs in general, you have to repeat a lot of this stuff that was normally really hard, especially during, like, the, when Phase 3 was kind of, like, dying out. Not a lot of people around to hit up for groups and get, some of these runes that were extremely tough to do by yourself. And you wanted to do it with other people, hence the case of being an MMO to play with other people, right? Who would have known? But, yeah, now they're adding it to the vendors of what we mentioned in the list before, that you're going to be able to go to the Alliance vendor or to basically the Horde vendor to access these older or new books within basically their slots now for your characters, right? So Agron already confirmed this, that basically this is going to be put in. I actually checked yesterday when I was going on the official server, because basically some of the things from the PTR are now getting into the official server. And yeah, you can get all the spell books available on the new vendor, and both new and old, and they have everything here for druids, hunters, mages, paladins, priests, rogues, shamans, warriors, every class, basically majority every class. All right, like, everybody can get access to things that they have missed out on, or it was too hard to get originally. And this is something that I think is really good overall for especially alt classes that player wants to level up in alt, experience a whole new rotation. And I think this is just a W decision. I can't hate on that one. Now, finally, another one. Well, it's not finally, all right? We got more stuff to talk about. All upgraded Reputation Profession recipes in Season Discovery Phase 4. So this is going over everything from the Timbermaw Hold to Argent Dawn to the Thorium Brotherhood, and it shows you everything from friendly, honored, and revered for each table of contents here for, the specific ones that you're looking for. From Argent Dawn as well down here, and then down below, we have the Thorium Brotherhood all the way up to Exalted, showing you all the items that are changing within these vendors that have been re-rolled for different item properties. So if you guys are curious about this, I will leave this in the link down below for you guys to check out. Let me know your thoughts on any specific items you want to talk about, and we will go from there. Now, it ain't Season of Discovery if there isn't any bugs in the damn game, okay? And I was laughing so hard about this last night. I was talking to some of my friends too, and I was like, dude, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Now, what I'm about to show you guys, all right, is footage from Classic Era, okay? And, like, I was looking for the Divine Steed last night, and I got it, but you can't learn it right now for some reason. But in Classic Era, okay, we're going to take a little footage over here. You can see this individual is learning the Divine Steed in Classic Era. He is learning, he's about to use the steed. Let me go down a little bit right here. He's learning the steed in Classic Era. What? How did this happen? I don't understand. But at the end of the day, I do understand what is going on, because at the end of the day, they never separated their client versions, right? So anything that's tied with SOD is tied with Classic Era and Hardcore Era as well. So the update they made to SOD changed things even over there on the Classic Era and Hardcore Era servers. And this is happening for a lot of folks, and this is not the only thing that is going on. The Might of Stormwind is in this era. This is like, what is going on? Who made the misinput over there on the SOD team? Where's the misinput? Somebody needs to settle down and get locked up and sent to the stockades. Unbelievable. And not only that, Rain of Fire by Izuvi on YouTube, much credit to him. Basically, you can see here, we'll zoom up on it, it's blurry footage, but rank 1 cast of Rain of Fire, insta-cast, not stopping in Hardcore. Oh, there we go, the footage is better now. But rank 1, like, what is this, dude? What are we doing? What is happening? Blizzard, who clicked the wrong button? Because somebody's getting the pay cut for a couple days. You best believe it. But that's what's going on over there. And then finally, mages wearing Netherwind Regalia may have noticed rather distinct lack of visuals after today's patch. This tier 2 set seems to have completely lost its textures, leaving only a gray, flat model. So, yes, guys, Season of Discovery is a season of bugs, as we might call it. I'll leave that link down below for you guys if you want to check it out. But overall, though, yeah, it's a bit of a shit show. But I love this kind of stuff. This is what makes me laugh, and I think it's more on the funny end rather than is, like, anything too serious. It's just funny stuff at the end of the day. Now, finally, the famous two-handed Orc Axe data mine in SOD Phase 4. Now, this is something that has been going around about Broxgar's axe, us possibly seeing, Gorehowl within, Season of Discovery. Now, there was a lot of things hyping this within the data mines. I wasn't too sure if this was going to be true. But then, things happened over there in Shanghai and China where they had a 15-meter statue of Gorehowl. And then I was like, alright, maybe they're just trying to get hype for World of Warcraft in general. Maybe it has something to do with, Season of Discovery possibly. Or maybe they're trying to do this as just like a thing to get people to start looking at the War Within coming out next month. Just some hype around WoW in general, WoW lore in the universe, right? But it's very possible with, the new dungeon having to have an attunement, and having things that already happened with, Gramash Hellscream over there. Or Garrosh Hellscream. I'm very curious to see, is it possible that we might see this legendary axe, this very badass axe within Season of Discovery? And if so, will it be locked at the last boss within this new dungeon? So, I'm not too sure what's going to happen, but I will tell you, I'm excited to see if it's in. You best believe Papatello will be going for it. I love me some bad two-handers. You live by the two-hand, you die by the two-hand. Much love to you. But, guys, that is basically it
for the entire video. That's all the information I had to go over with you guys. That was a lot to go over, but I'm hoping you enjoyed the video, and much luck to you. I hope everybody has, you know, a great time in Phase 4. I hope to see you around. I got to do a lot of stuff with my guild. You know, we're going on a heavy recruiting phase right now. I got to do a lot of recruiting today. So if you're interested in joining the guild, getting involved, and helping Papatello, you know, go through the leads of Molten Core and Onyxia and all, you know, the instances, check me out down below. Tello Rhett. I'll leave my name down here. I never normally do it, but Tello Rhett on Living Flame. Hit me up and check me out, and then just leave a comment down below if you're interested as well. Maybe I'll look into you and we'll get you involved into the guild roster. I think we're gonna have a raid tomorrow night in Sunken Temple. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a Sunken Temple at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. But that's about it. So much love to you guys. I hope you guys have a good day. Keep on keeping on, shine on. And I just realized I didn't even do my Hydration Nation today. I feel a clog in aisle 47 near the deli aisle. Oh, yes. It tastes like a wreck bomb. Be afraid to crit me. You best beware if you dare. Much love to ya. I realized why I was so stuffy. I just cleaned my air filter, and it was dusty like an 80-year-old grandma's you-know-what. Settle down. Not that type of video. Get out of here, editor. Cut the clip before we get shot.